Hey friends, it's me, LlamaMamaKayla. Thanks for joining me for a quick chat today. It's Saturday and we are actually getting ready to head over to my mom's to pick her up to take her to lunch, and so I hope all that works out and it's easy on us to do. We will have to take a wheelchair to do all that, so thankfully I got Big Daddy with me, but I feel bad for him because he's got to attend to me and her. But he'll do it because he's a good man, and I appreciate him all the way. But anyway, that's what we're doing today. I thought I would do a quick little yarn talk with you guys. My Walmart has a small aisle. It's not really a full aisle because on one end of it is looms and crochet hooks and embroidery stuff. So that takes up, like, I don't know, 1/4 of the aisle, and then the rest of it is yarn. And it is a hot mess. Let me just tell you, that aisle is a hot mess. Like, nothing is where it goes. Well, last night when we were leaving my mom's house, we stopped at the Walmart in the town that she lives in, and they had about the same amount of yarn. It was also a hot mess. And their aisle also was about 1/4 of crochet hooks, embroidery, looms, stuff like that. And then they had, the rest of the aisle was yarn. All messy. But they had about the same amount of yarn, but they had different yarns from that my Walmart has. Like, it was a whole new mess. So anyway, I had looked online. Let me back up and say, there is a yarn company who I'm positive is a great yarn company. I'm positive their yarn is great. I have never ordered from them, and I don't see myself doing that. I don't normally order from companies online too much. I just do not like to pay shipping. I like Amazon Prime. And I'm spoiled to that, and so when I order something and you end up paying $12, $14 in shipping, that's not cool with me, because I could use that $12 or $14 to buy more yarn, right? Okay, so that's just me. I'm kind of weird about that. Anyway, there is this yarn company that came out with a new yarn recently, and I'm sure it is a great yarn. I'm sure it probably feels real nice. I'm sure everything about it is wonderful. Lots of people have showed that yarn on their channels, and that is great. I looked at the yarn. There was one colorway of that really spoke to me, and I liked the colorway. And so I looked it up online. It was $5.99 for 174 yards. $6 for 174 yards. That's not cool with me. I want more yardage for $6. It's an acrylic yarn. It's not anything really special. It's the colorway. So anyway, I've looked at that. I even put some in a cart just so I could go back and look at it frequently. So it's been in a cart for maybe 2 weeks there. I've had it up on my browser of my computer, and I look at it every now and then. And I really do like the colorway, but I don't like the price, and I don't like the yardage. So I knew I was not going to order it, but I was still thinking about that colorway. So I had looked online to see what black and white yarns was out there available, and I had saw that Mainstay did have a black and white yarn, but my Walmart didn't carry it, and so I was just kind of keeping that in the back of my mind. Well, when I went in the Walmart in the town that my mom lives in last night, they had the black and white yarn. Yes. So I looked at it, and it was 285 yards and the yardage was, I mean, the price was like $249 for 285 yards. Yeah, that's my language right there. So I knew that I wanted to get that. It was black and white and had some gray in it. Okay, the yarn I was speaking of that was too expensive for the yardage, in my opinion, that particular yarn, it crocheted, would not show the colorway, the pattern as meant to be. It would need to be knitted. And so I had, thought about what I could do with that. I do have, a knitting machine. I do have looms to knit on. And, I was rolling all that around in my mind. But crochet is much faster. And so there's a project that I want to crochet. And so I knew that if I bought it, the pattern would be a waste. I would just be doing it for the colors and not the pattern that the yarn is supposed to, produce. So if I'm not doing it for the pattern that the yarn is supposed to produce, I was thinking I could just do a black and white and then the other two colors that go with it, right? So that was my mind thought through all this thing. Okay, so here's the yarn. So I ended up getting this black and white mainstay yarn. It is black and white and gray, which is fine with me. I really like that. This is called Black Multi. Yeah, Black Multi. And it's 285 yards. And I believe it was like 249 maybe. Something like that. Anyway, this would be great for the project that I'm wanting to do. So the yarn that turned me on to this color pattern had some pink with it. And so I picked up the mainstay bright pink and had that with this. And I already knew that I had some green at home, so it was going to be pink, green, and this color. And so then I found this, and I thought, oh, that would be pretty with it, because it would not just be a solid bright pink. It could ombre, the pinks that I put into it could ombre into different shades of pink. So I ended up with this. Okay, and then this is the color that is also paired with it in that cake that I'm not going to purchase. And so I knew I had this at home, and I have more of this. So I was, just thinking about it, rolling it around in my mind. I'm not really a fan of this neonish looking green. Like, that's not really my thing, but I liked the colorway of that cake, but not necessarily the green. What I liked was the pink and the black and white. So anyway, I kept walking around looking at their hot mess of a yarn aisle, and I saw this blue right here. So I decided to get that blue to pair with it. So now I'm not even going with the colors in the cake. The black and white and the pink is, but instead of the green, I'm going to add the turquoise. So that is my little yarn hack of not spending, money on a small amount of yarn for $6 for 174 yards. Anyway, I'm not naming the yarn company on purpose because I'm not about that. I just want to say that I want the most yardage for my money, and so this was my way of getting the colors that I wanted and getting the most yardage without spending a whole lot of money. That's crazy. Okay, so anyway, I did buy several of these because, like I said, my Walmart never has this color, and that Walmart had several, and so I bought several. I left 3, and really, I probably should have just went ahead and got those 3 too. But anyway, so I got this, and I want to pair that up with these 3 colors and make something. And the item that I'm wanting to make is, it's getting too warm for that here now, but I'm going to go ahead and try to make it throughout, work on that and get it made. And put that with, with my winter clothes so that I'll have it for next year. I lost my train of thought there for a minute, sorry. Anyway, guys, that's what I did last night when we ran in Walmart in another town. And so I'm excited about this little yarn patch right here, what I'm going to make. Anyway, guys, I better get going because we need to go. And I will see you all again soon. Bye, friends. Hope you have a great Saturday.